Hello everyone and welcome to Infused Transitions. I am going to be doing a reading today around money, possibly love and money. Just depends on what I'm prompted to do as I go through the reading. Let's straighten that out a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so we're just leaving this message open to Most High, God, Source, Spirit, Universe, whatever that is for you. Okay, and if you want to know any more about how I read or about my website, you can go to the description box below. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. And you know what? I'm just really, really glad you are all here. And I thank you so much for your likes, your subscribing, your sharing, and just being here with me. All right. Take a daily money minute, 1 minute each day to check on financial transactions. Okay. Yeah. Money can't always buy love or happiness. Appreciate the things that you already have. So taking a money minute, and money cannot always buy happiness, so appreciate what you do have, which can mean other things other than money. Sorry, I should probably move that down so you can actually see it. Okay, and then this one, financial field, bank accounts, economics, taxes. Now, this can be about maybe these fields for study, for work, or it can just be talking about these fields in the sense of looking at what is the difference between them. You know, the financial field, what all falls underneath the financial field, right? You can talk about, you know, look at different banks and do comparison shopping with banks. You can look at accountants, do comparison shopping for that, and economics, and then understanding economics, and then taxes. So again, this can be about shopping around. This can be about, you know, educating yourself more about these things, taking a minute each day, or at least a few times a week, right, to understand, you know, what have I spent? Where am I at? How much money do I have in any account? How much do I owe in any account? Just really having a financial snapshot of where you are and having that understanding is important. Again, or I shouldn't say again. So let me just say it is in my disclaimers are in the description box, but I am stating here, I am not a financial advisor. If that's what you're looking for, I would, you know, not look here. These are just messages coming through for entertainment purposes. Okay, there's my disclaimer. So not a professional. You'll need to go look elsewhere if that's what you're looking for. Okay, so this is what we're going to be looking at. On the bottom of the deck, we have turn your hobbies into a money-making business. Turn your hobbies into a money-making business. Now, so for some of us, this could be about maybe there's a desire and or need to bring in some financial shifting changes of some sort, and maybe looking to what do you do that's for fun? What are your hobbies? What are your passions? And is there a way to turn that into some sort of a business? Okay, we're going to do really quick and we'll see how this works. Okay, I'm really been looking for a good deck around love. I may have to create my own because I'm not looking for one that, yeah, anyway, I'm looking for a good deck for love that works well in doing, yeah, anyway. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a love card for this Take a Daily Money Minute. Let's take A daily money minute card. What do we have? On standby. Okay, let's get a love card for money can't always buy love or happiness. Appreciate the things you already have. Let's get a love card for that one. Let's get a love card for this money card. Thank you. Okay, and then bank, financial field, bank, accountants, economics, and taxes. Can we get a love card for that too, please? Can we get a love card for that too, please? Can we get a love card for that too, please? That's too many. That's too many. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. And I did want to say, I actually do really, really love this deck, for love readings. You know, but I'm wanting to do a reading around love and money because they share similar vibrations. Okay, so we have this money minute. Take a daily money minute, a minute each day to check on your finances, and on standby. Now, I'm kind of getting the feel that this is taking two different ways. Like, again, because love and money have very, very similar frequencies and vibrations, as I'm sure for those of you who have followed me, or have worked with me know that I believe that money and love hold very, very similar frequencies and vibrations, and that typically if we have challenges in one, we have challenges in the other. I get the feeling from this one that this is saying, you know, maybe having this true, passionate, beautiful kind of love, or love in your life, or bringing someone in new, or reviving a relationship if you're already in one or whatever, that money is having this on standby. Now, this could begin to move simply by having wisdom and knowledge around what is your financial status, where are you at, what do you owe, what do you have, what are your assets, and having a true understanding of what your financial picture looks like. And that by doing that step alone, you may shift going from standby to movement. Or it could be, okay, these things have been brought to my attention now that I've done this check-in with myself and with my money. Now I need to start, you know, doing these things of finding these right people who are going to help me shift my money story. Whether that, you know, is about learning how to budget, or, you know, learning how to invest, or whatever that looks like for you. I don't know. Everybody's going to be different. So it's, you know, the ball is in your court, basically. Are you going to be proactive, or are you just going to, you know, keep letting things go where they are? Or are you going to allow things to fall into debt territory? All right, the next one we have is money can't always buy love or happiness. Appreciate the things that you already have. And we have a no-show. Okay, so what I'm getting from this is that there can be, some of you have recently gone through a breakup that has had an effect on your money. And I would say probably not a very good one, causing possibly financial constraints. Sorry, my thing is off. Which is all the more reason why it's important to have a clear understanding of where you are. Now, for some of you, this may be a divorce, that, you know, I mean, not to be bashing anybody here, but statistically speaking, divorce tends to have a stronger negative effect on women. And negative, I'm not saying it's bad per se. I'm just saying negative as in it creates that deficit. It creates debt. It creates misalignments and so on and so forth around money, more so for women than it does for men. Now, that has shifted and changed a bit, but it is still a statistic that's out there. You know, you can do your homework and see what you think, but whatever. The bottom line is, that's the message I'm getting, that for some of you, whether it's just a breakup, I shouldn't say just, whether it is a breakup, a divorce, a move out, whatever that is, it is playing its role on your money, and it's important to process your emotions and your feelings around the breakup. Yes, of course, that is key to healing, right? The other part of that, though, is that if we stay stuck over here, this isn't going to be able to heal, right? And if we stay stuck over here and this isn't healing and this isn't healing, this isn't going to be able to come through. Something new, something more balanced, something more in alignment with you, something that is higher vibrational than what you have left behind or what has fallen away. And in order to raise your own vibration, money plays a key role in this reality. I am not saying that money is the be all, but I am saying that in this reality, this dimension, currently, this world functions as money as one of its major foundations. So with that in mind, sometimes when we shift our focus from this into something else, it helps the process of this healing. In this particular reading, it's talking about shifting our focus from, okay, I understand this has fallen apart, this has fallen away. Yes, I'm, and then describing however you feel about all of that. Honor those emotions, honor that, yes, of course. But there's a difference between honoring it and allowing yourself to process it and move through it and staying stuck in it. So shift your focus and your attention. What is something that you can change? What is something you can do something differently about? And trust me, I get this. I had been stuck for years and years and years and years around my money. And I have done a ton of work around my money through myself, through other people, other healers that I've gone to. It's a process. It's layers coming and peeling off. And sometimes it can take a very, very, very long time. And I don't mean that in the sense to make you feel like, oh, great. No, I'm saying that to encourage you, because here's the thing. It's not ever going to start or ever going to change unless you do. So, and to be fair, there's a lot that I know now that I didn't know then, as far as we've come a long way in learning how to address things on an energetic level, a spiritual level, an intuitive level, however you want to say that. We've come a long way in understanding how to address our frequencies, our vibrations, our energies, our belief systems. These are all various different components that have to do with our various life areas and whatever condition they're in, not just money, not just love, but our life areas. But it takes being honest with ourselves with non-judgment and just allow ourselves to take stock, learn, and be open to letting go, bringing in, healing, that kind of thing. All right, sorry. Financial field. Okay, so there is opportunities out here for you to learn more, to heal, to be proactive, whatever that looks like. Now, various people living in different places, that may play a role in what is available, what is not. But also we have the internet. So just make sure you're doing your homework. You're thoroughly checking things out so that you don't get wrapped up in any scams or anything like that. Talk to people, ask people, do you personally know this, that, or the other? And what have been your experiences with that kind of thing? We do have, and I took these because I found it interesting that these so coincided with this, bank accounts. So we have banking, or you have financial field, you have bank, you have accountants, you have economics, you have taxes, and you obviously it's all at the bank. Strategy. Having a plan and planning with someone who, is a professional in that, or doing your homework and doing your research with books, with internet search, with YouTube videos, with whatever that looks like for you, that is going to help you to have a strategy that works for you. Okay? Passage, rejection, avoidance. Okay? This to me is so relevant to what I was just talking about over here. If we don't have a strategy, how are things going to change? Because if we don't have a strategy, and even if we have a strategy, but we don't implement it, how are things going to change, right? So finding whatever it is that you need to help yourself so that you can come up with a strategy to heal your money. This isn't just about give me money, give me money. It's about healing our money. And a lot of us carry ancestral stuff. We carry karmic stuff. I mean, you know, there's a lot at play. It's not just, oh, well, it's just this. Can be, you know, never say never, but typically it's not just, oh, it's just this. This strategy is going to open you up to a passage for something new. Now, you know, this is a bridge, and it's a suspension bridge, and it's all in the dark. Now, the reason to me this is communicating this is it's saying, you know, there is lighting. I don't know if you can see that very well, but there are lights that go all along the bridge and on off into the darkness. To me, this is saying you're not going to know all the answers. You may not know what it's going to look like when you get to that other side, right? However, taking the first steps, checking in, gauging yourself, where am I at in this? Addressing the beliefs that are just not serving you anymore. Letting go of those things that are just not serving anymore. Having a strategy, educating yourself, getting help where you need it, coming up with a strategy. This is going to create your passage. Understanding rejection is often protection, right? Rejection is often protection. Okay, we might not see it that way at the time because we're hurting, and that makes sense. Of course we're going to hurt, especially if there's belief work that has to be done around money and or love. Because, and again, like I said, they usually go hand in hand. If there's belief work that we need to do, it's going to be kind of hard to move on if we're not going to be willing to do the work, or if we're only going to work over here, but we're not going to address these other things here. And that brings us to the card of avoidance, right? It's not going to change if we're not going to change. It's not going to heal if we're not going to do the healing work. Okay? Let's go with, I'm going to go with this deck, I think. I will try to remember to put the names of the decks below in the description box. This deck is, well, all these decks actually. All these decks are Etsy, from various Etsy stores. Okay. So I will try to remember to put the names of the Etsy shop and of the decks used in the description box. All right, let's further this story first with Take a Money Minute and On Standby. Can we further the story? Let's continue with this story, please. Thank you. Okay, we got ornaments. Extra money, mature investment celebration. And in regards to career, it can be retail, beauty, finish work, retirement. So everybody's going to be in a different place, so it just kind of depends on where you are. But again, mature investment, okay? So this can mean an investment coming through. But again, it's about having this understanding of where am I financially? Where even am I, right? Do I have investments? Do I even have money for investments? And if I don't, how can I change that? For others of you, it's about, okay, there's things to get in order because I know I want to be able to retire, or I know retirement is coming. And I want to be able to be prepared and ready for that. It looks like, oh, look at that. I had one of these. This goes to one of those. But we do have charity work, so we're going to run with it, I guess. This came out. See where you can give more of yourself to help others and make a difference. So again, giving back, and giving back, might be saying they're going, what do you mean giving back? I don't even have anything to give. Well, it doesn't have to be about money. I mean, this person looks like they're sharing food. It doesn't have to be about food or money. It can be simply about your time. It can simply be about effort. Maybe for you, giving back is, going for a walk every day and picking up any trash you find. Take a garbage bag with you and a glove and pick up trash as you go. Maybe for you, giving back is volunteering somewhere. It's all of these. And again, that raises not only your frequency, but it raises the frequency of the environment in which you are giving. It's a domino effect. And if you're raising your frequency and vibration, then it's going to raise the frequency and vibration in your love and in your money stories. I got to have a drink just a second. It's my hot cocoa. It's getting cold. Okay, so let's continue. Can we get a clarifier and further the story? Not a clarifier. Let's further the story here. With money can't always buy love or happiness. Appreciate what we have. And the no-show. Can we continue the story on this set, please? Thank you. Face. Money, skills, investor, taking risks, face value. For career, we've got self-made, fame, exposure, and reputation. Okay, so couple of different things I'm getting out of here. Money, skills, well, we have to start somewhere. Having a clear picture of where we are, it can be our beginning. Or maybe we already have some money skills, but we just haven't used them for a while because we've been in some other situation. This could be simply about brushing up. And again, it can be about, because we've got investor here, it can be about do your homework. If you're wanting to look at something like that, do your homework, do your due diligence, look for assistance, look for what you need to help you to be able to do that in a way that is healthy, balanced, aligned, and is in truth, accuracy, and in integrity. Face value, I find that one interesting because again, remember I said you need to make sure you're being careful and that you're not getting caught up in any sort of a scam or a con artist or anything like that to where you may unknowingly step into something and then go, oh crap, look at what happened to all my money, right? I also find the self-made interesting because on the bottom of the deck for this one we had turn your hobbies into a money-making business. So this can be the self-made, or the self-made can simply be, I am now a self-made, wealthy person or millionaire or billionaire. And how did it start? Well, I started with taking control of my finances. I started with doing my work. I started with educating myself. I started with healing my money. I started with healing my beliefs around money, whatever that looks like for you. For some of you, there is something around exposure and reputation. Could be around fame, and fame doesn't necessarily have to mean that you have to be a singer or an actor or something like that you associate with fame. It can be being well known and having your reputation out there for whatever it is you're putting out there, whether this is this hobby card or, something else. Okay. Let's further the story over here with financial field, bank, accountants, economic taxes. We've got strategy, passage, rejection, avoidance. So let's further this story. Thank you. Oh, you gave me two. Okay. So we have coins, money coming in, wealth, good investments. See, again, investments, investor, extra money, investments. So you got investments, 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 investments. And for careers, you got sales, finance, getting a raise, and being lucky. Okay, now for those of you who go, lucky, I'm not lucky. Nothing ever works out for me. I always get the short end of the stick. Oh, that's the story of my life. Those kinds of phrases, those are beliefs. Those are beliefs that you need to address. So when you have anything like that come up, no matter what it's about, money or anything else, when you have, that's your auto response of what you actually say or what you think or what you feel, write it down, because that is something you need to address. Because again, negative thought, negative talk, negative walk, right? You create it by that action. You manifest it by that action. And this is not about beating yourself up. It's not about judging yourself. You know, we've all done it. You know, some of us have done a lot of work, but we still have a lot more to do. Some of us, we're just beginning to realize, oh, wow, yeah, see, I have that belief, right? And it doesn't have to be something major and elaborate. You can begin your healing process simply by writing these things down. And if you want, do a ritual, burn them. You can sit down and meditate and say, you know, the point of meditating in it is to physically, emotionally, spiritually, energetically releasing it. Whatever that looks like for you, right? Whether it's you're just stating it, whether it's, you know, whatever that is for you. Okay, so that's the one. Rings, we have financial commitments, long-term investments, again with investments, okay? You can't ignore this. And then for career, you've got partnerships, work together, fulfilling career. So again, for some of you, maybe those are things that fell apart when things fell apart. So maybe, you know, there's something new coming in. Maybe there's something new coming in. And underneath this, we even have your own boss in the comfort of your own home. Convenient hours, your piece of sanity. Work from home. Now, that's not for all of you. I'm not saying, oh, well, just go create a business at home. Now, if you want to, sure, go do it. If you're curious about it, go do it. It can start out as just being something that you're just get a little something here and there every now and then to becoming something again, being well known, having that reputation, and building your business from there. This can be whatever that is for you, okay? But we do have investments in here again and again and again. Quite literally from beginning, middle, and end. It's on all of these cards. So, you know, in long-term investment, and again, because we're talking about love and money, this can be about a variety of life areas, but it's planning, thinking, strategizing, going across those bridges, taking those first steps to create the shift. That is part of your investing. You are investing in you. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Yeah, good investment, long-term investment. Obviously, this is all about investment, strategizing, investors, and investment. So, you know, this is the theme. And you know, by again sticking in avoidance around all of this, maybe money intimidates you. That's a belief. Dig deeper. Why does money intimidate me? And just start writing it. You know, bringing this stuff to your conscious awareness is a huge deal in helping you to help yourself. Okay. All right. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Let's do this. These have all been already pre-shuffled, but what is the probable outcome of if we do all of the work here, if we do the work of what is required here to shift things? See that? Oh, I was going to say that doesn't want to go in, and then it slid in. All right. Page of Pentacles. What else do we have? Yeah, see, okay, the Page of Pentacles was in reverse, came out in the reverse. I flipped it over when I picked it up. The Four of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. What else do we have? Yep, thank you. Ooh, yep, Okay. Wow. All right, so we've got the Emperor that came out and the Empress on the bottom of the deck. Now, for some of you, this can be about a divine counterpart. For others of you, this is just about finding your balance within. And again, you know, there's this, they're saying, yeah. So there's this learning how to work with your own masculine and feminine energies. There is a time to be in your feminine energy and times to be in the masculine energy, but doing this with balance, alignment, and harmony. This alone could be an area in which, by working on it, can shift both love and money for you. But what I'm seeing here is there was this money opportunity or a gift of money that came in some sorts, but things fell apart. This puts you into this energy of, I have to hang on to every penny I get because I don't know where the next penny's coming from, or, you know, whatever your currency is. And again, if that is a belief, if that's a thought that comes to you, write it down because that's something to be addressed. But it does have you in this protective of my money kind of energy and closing off the heart with around money. Nope, I'm not going down that road again because I'm not going to let my money be stolen from me again just because I fell in love or something along those lines. Again, these are beliefs, write them down, clear them out, do the work to get rid of them. If you're not sure how to do that, you know, you can check out my website. There's a million different ways you could do this or more. This is, you know, there's been a battle, right? There's been a battle. There's been casualties. There's been losses. There's been grief, right? Because when things fall apart, it's like that tower moment, you know, but tower moments are portal moments. It's this coming apart. Usually a very, very foundational things, even whether we realize that or not, because it's an opportunity to shift things into something better than what it was before. By doing the work, our outcome is the Nine of Pentacles. I mean, this is pretty freaking amazing. Standing in your masculine energy, putting your foot down with, you know, I want to change this. I want to change this. And I don't care if it's a minuscule, not even a baby movement, but a baby step, but a minuscule step. The tiniest step in any direction can shift things. But we do have this potential of this outcome to become and step into and own our nine of Pentacles self. She's got her financial stability, her financial security. She has her home, her castle's right there. She's got abundance all around her. To me, this looks kind of like a hawk of some sort. I want to say it starts with a P. Peregrine? I don't know. There's some, but if you're like animal totems, spirit animals, you may want to look that up. But you hold this potential to step into your Nine of Pentacles self and your Emperor self. Owning your power and moving forward. So anyways, that's what I have for you guys. I hope that this was helpful for you. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, as that does help the channel and it helps me. And then, of course, share. If there's anyone that you know that could possibly benefit from any of these messages, please share with them and help to spread the healing. All right, until